Live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, meet our adoptable pet of the week from King's Harvest Pet Rescue, a senior female who's looking for a forever home. Cute puppy.
Yes, and Foot First Podiatry. If you're dealing with foot pain, you are not alone. We're talking with a local podiatrist about the most common foot issues and why surgery is not always the answer.
You can put on your running shoes and support individuals living with disabilities by participating in the city's Spring Classic. The scenic Bi-State 5K is coming up Easter weekend.
Hello and welcome to Quad Cities Live. Thank you for joining us. I'm Morgan Otier alongside my co-host Kyle Keel. Well, April is all about new beginnings, right? And today we're talking about a unique opportunity to learn something new without any added pressure.
Yeah, Eastern Iowa Community Colleges is celebrating Community College Month in a hands-on way by offering some free classes. Joining us is Brad McConnell, an instructor with EICC. Brad, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, if it sounds a little noisy, we've got a 3D
printer
next to us, so we're going to dive into that in just a moment.
Look at it go.
It's making a cute little cat there.
Yeah.
But first we want to talk about Community College Month and why this is such an important month to highlight.
Well, April is Community College Month, and it's kind of a nationwide celebration of the role the community college plays in education, workforce development. And we've been doing it for years at Eastern Iowa Community Colleges. So, and I've taken part in many of them over the years. And it's an opportunity to kind of see people where they are. And so by that I mean maybe somebody's looking for a career change. Maybe maybe they just want to gain a new skill set, or maybe they just want to try something different that they haven't tried, never had the opportunity, something they can try without making a commitment to a 8-week or 16-week scheduled class.
Sure.
And
a cost commitment as well. So you guys throughout the month of April are offering free classes so that people can try. And like you said, it's just an opportunity to maybe do something a little bit different.
Yeah.
So what are some of the classes that people can try during Community College Month?
You know, before I came here this afternoon, I was looking over the screen.
There are many.
Yeah, 50, maybe 100, or maybe more.
Yeah.
So there are like a basic home welding class.
Okay.
There's automotive classes. There's culinary classes. There are like art classes. I have a class that we're doing with 3D printing. There's several 3D printing classes. Yeah. There's an adult ballet class.
Oh.
I can tell you I've not registered for that
Sounds like
one.
a good idea for us.
Yeah, maybe I can get a new skill set out of that. That's for sure.
Not me.
Well, what I am very interested in is the class that you're teaching, 3D modeling and 3D printing. I mean, you brought several examples with us, and obviously we've got an example ongoing with your 3D printer. So talk about what people are going to learn in the class that you're instructing.
Okay, so the class itself is photogrammetry and 3D printing.
Okay.
So photogrammetry, what it is in a nutshell, in a simple form, is taking still pictures or stills from videos, putting those into a magic software, if you will, and letting it generate a three-dimensional digital model.
So incredible.
Yes.
It really is pretty cool stuff. This is, for instance, one of the things that we use photogrammetry on. We took, I think there's probably 75 pictures of the little sumo guy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it generated a very good three-dimensional model.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay. And so is this painted, or what did you?
That came the way it is. It's actually for a scanner, a 3D scanner.
I see, and then you did it. Okay.
Yeah,
I see
now
what you did.
the picture will come in textured or with color. So it actually does very well as far as getting like the actual text and the hair and the belt and the whole works.
Can we talk about our signage here that you
did a fantastic
were able
job.
to put together for us? Okay, so I don't know how easy it is to see on camera because it is lit up right now, but the red one and then this yellow one, they both say QCL. So we have our own 3D printed signs.
It's so cool. And you mentioned you weren't sure how the little dots in the logo were going to turn out, but they turned out pretty well.
They did. They're in color on your logo.
Yeah.
I didn't do them in color; they're just white. But everything is 3D printed except the electronics.
Sure. Yeah.
Digital. It's just a 5-volt strip of LED lighting.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty pretty sweet. I thought you might like them.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
they're
them.
very cool. They're
very
very
cool. I already put it on Facebook. I took a video.
Oh,
of
did
it.
you really?
I just love that when
It's so
somebody
cool.
has the forethought
Cool.
to do something so sweet and kind. So
Yeah.
we absolutely love those.
Yeah.
And people, I mean, just by taking this class, I mean, this is a new skill set that somebody can use in many different careers
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, you can do it for fun. Printers are easily accessible, $100 to millions of dollars. But you can also do it in manufacturing, and so it's really cool to print widgets or gadgets or
Yeah.
things, things like this, gifts. But we also use it in manufacturing. This, for instance, I work with a company, I can't say who it is, but we're working on some research to do to use 3D printed molds for injection molding. So we did that. I left the hardware out in the
Okay.
other room, and then this is the part that came from it.
Okay.
So we literally take these, put them together, and then what comes out from it is that. So it goes together like that.
That's
incredible.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, Brad, thank you
Yeah.
so much for showing us all of this here today. I wish we had about 5 more minutes.
I
Yeah,
agree.
me too.
Community College Month. It runs throughout April. Again, there's classes that are free. They're open to everyone. Just visit eicc.edu/ccmonth to register or just check out the schedule. Once again, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Our cat's almost done.
That's
It is,
almost
yeah.
done.
That's great. Well, from cats to dogs, we're going to introduce you to our adoptable four-legged friend. We are going to meet Opal, who has quite the story. We'll hear about her next. King's Harvest Pet Rescue is part of our four-legged friend spotlight this week.
Yes, Melissa Conway is joining us now with Opal, who is up for adoption. Melissa, thank you so much for being here today.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us.
Of course, always a pleasure.
We're so happy to have you. Opal, welcome to QCL. What a sweet,
good girl.
sweet, good girl.
Yes, she is.
So just tell us a little bit about Opal and her background.
Yeah, so Opal is 12 years old. She was at QC Paws for about 2 years, and unfortunately she did not get adopted while she was there, so she's been in a shelter for quite a long time.
Yeah.
We were able to get her transferred over to King's Harvest to hopefully get some more one-on-one time with her, work with
Yeah.
her, and find her a home.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself with a lot of senior dogs in your shelter?
Sometimes. We don't see them very often, but when we do, they usually stay for quite a while.
Sure.
Okay, so senior dogs, which we've heard that before, right?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people when they're looking to adopt a dog, perhaps they want to find that younger dog,
Yeah.
and you know, we love finding those folks who really want to give these senior dogs a home.
Yeah.
And she's got the sweetest personality.
Oh,
She's
she
got
really
a little
does.
stuffed animal here today.
Yes, she's got her pigeon.
Yeah,
her little
her
pigeon. Her pigeon. So if someone wants to adopt Opal, what's the process that they would go about doing that to adopt?
Yeah, if you're interested in Opal, you can come to the shelter anytime. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5. You can talk to our staff about Opal. You can also put in an application online to get pre-approved. Once you have your
Perfect.
application in, you can meet her and she can meet your family and any dogs you have at home already to see if they all get along.
Yeah, and from what you were telling us, I mean, she does seem to get along pretty well with other animals, at least at the shelter. So
yeah,
that's
she's
a good
been
sign.
good with other dogs since she's been
Oh,
with us.
good.
She's
Yes,
had a couple
sweet
play dates and
girl.
she's had a lot of fun.
Yes, so that's great. I do
Just
want to get
looking
to
and
something
looking.
that a fundraiser
Yeah.
that King's
Yes.
Harvest is doing right now, this microscope fundraiser. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so at King's Harvest, we have vet techs who work with us, and a microscope is very essential to their job to
I
be
would
able to
think so.
diagnose
Yeah,
anything
absolutely.
going on with our dogs right away and our cats. We have some really fun milestones set up for our fundraisers. Once we start hitting these, we're going to be having some really fun themed days to give all the animals a little bit of a
that's awesome.
celebration as we hit the milestones. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
great.
So how can people donate?
Yeah.
Yeah, people can donate by finding us on Facebook. You can donate there. We also accept donations in person. If you're there to donate for the microscope, just make sure you let us know at the front
Yeah.
that it's for the microscope fund. And you can also donate on our website.
Okay, makes it nice and easy. Catnip party.
That sounds
was
fun
like
for
one
those
of
little
the
kitties.
First one on the list. That's got to be an absolutely good time. Yes.
Absolutely. So $2,980 I saw was the goal?
Yes.
All right. So let's hit all of those goals till we get to $2,980 and perhaps even more so we can put that towards something else at the shelter.
That'd be
King's Harvest
fantastic.
Pet Rescue is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. If you are interested in adopting a pet or learning a little more about supporting the shelter, head to the website, kingsharvestpetrescue.org. You can also find them on Facebook, where they post updates frequently. Melissa, as always, thanks for joining us. And Opal, good luck to you. Hopefully we can find you a forever home. Oh, she's so happy.
She's so happy and sweet. Okay, well, coming up, fixing feet beautifully. That's the motto at Foot First Podiatry, where patients are learning there are solutions to all kinds of foot problems, oftentimes without surgery.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
If you've ever dealt with foot pain, you know just how much it can impact your day-to-day life, but finding relief may be easier than you think. Foot First Podiatry is a practice dedicated to helping patients get back on their feet comfortably and confidently, offering a wide range of treatment options. And today we are joined by Dr. Angie Youssef from Foot First Podiatry. Dr. Angie, thank you so much for being here.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I think you are just going to be the answer to so many people's prayers today, just reading about all of the various services that you all provide and the treatment options. Honestly, I had no idea that those things were out there. So let's get started. I want you to tell us a little bit about Foot First and what it is that you do.
Yes, so Foot First, what we want everybody to know is that we fix feet beautifully. We are going to look at the patient as a whole and make sure that they feel good, look good, and are comfortable and confident. We treat everything from, all foot and ankle pain issues. This includes bunions, hammer toes, heel pain, neuromas, or even toenail issues. And a lot of times patients don't realize how common these issues are.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. What are some of the most common problems that you are seeing in your office among patients?
Yeah, so the most common, and especially the ones that patients usually seek us out for, is going to be the bunion deformity, which is the big bump that can arise on that side of the big toe.
Okay.
Taylor's bunion, closer to the little toe, or long crooked toes that can cause pressure in shoes, form ugly corns on the top of their toes. Okay. Those are the big ones that patients usually come to see us. But like I said, we also do all those other things like plantar fasciitis, neuromas, toenail issues, fungus, and a lot of those things can be treated conservatively and may not require surgery.
Yeah, that is one thing that I found really interesting is, people may automatically think that this is going to be a surgical problem, and that's not necessarily the case. A lot has evolved over the years.
Correct. So we always want to start conservatively as well, right? Because with any surgery, there can be risks. So you're going to start conservatively with maybe changing your shoe gear, using really good orthotics. You can get a cortisone injection to calm down some inflammation. Wow. Sometimes physical therapy and sometimes minor in-office procedures are really good for this.
Okay.
However, there are some things that do require surgery.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, what would be some of those issues?
So those issues are usually the things that have failed that conservative care.
Okay.
And that's usually like those bony, rigid deformities, like the bunions, the hammer toes. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So those things are going to move forward towards surgery.
Yeah, and that makes perfect sense to me. But one thing I wanted to talk about is surgery has also evolved.
Yes.
And at Foot First, you also you really do work to be conservative in that respect as well.
Exactly. So again, we fix feet beautifully. So that's what we strive for. That's our goal. So our involvement has been the scalar bunionectomy. Okay. And that is a whole technique where you are able to weight bear immediately after surgery. Okay, so it's a very stable bone cut. You'll weight bear immediately after surgery. No cast, no crutches necessary.
Wow.
You'll have a nice soft dressing, a little surgical shoe and a brace, and most patients are back in their gym shoe by 2 to 3 weeks. You are limited. We are still realigning the bone, so you have to allow that bone to heal. It takes 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, but I do think that must feel fast to a lot of patients who maybe been considering a surgery for quite some time. No crutches, no cast, all of that sounds good.
Yes, exactly. And then, like I mentioned before, we fix feet beautifully. What that also talks about is how we hide our incisions. Okay. So a lot of times patients also seek out surgery because they're embarrassed by the way their foot looks. Okay. So they have a hard time getting into shoes, and they also don't want to show off their shoes. Okay. So we hide our incisions so they have no visible scars. That's another part of that involvement and being more conservative in that.
That is huge. And before we run out of time with you, I do want to talk a little bit about your approach to that quick recovery. So it's not as if they have surgery and then they're done and then they get sent home. You're there with them trying to make sure that they heal beautifully and quickly.
Correct, yes. So even our post-op protocol is different.
Okay.
Patients will have a PRP injection, which is platelet-rich plasma, which is their blood, their plasma going back into their foot to help them heal quicker, and laser therapy. So they do heal with less pain, less swelling, and less scarring.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I want to put some
Yeah.
information on the screen for anybody that's watching today going, this is for me, I need to give them a call. Foot First has several locations in Illinois, including Moline. And if you'd like to learn more or schedule your appointment, you can visit footfirst.com or find Foot First on social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Dr. Angie Youssef, thank you so much for joining us today. We
Yes.
appreciate you coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Up next, a celebration of running coming soon to both downtown Bettendorf and Moline, supporting individuals with disabilities. More on the city's Spring Classic next on QCL.
Quad Cities Live continues.
Grab your running shoes and your bunny
Yes.
ears. The city's Spring Classic Easter 5K is returning to downtown Moline on Saturday, April 4th.
Yeah, the event combines fitness, family, and fun, and it's all for a great cause. Joining us now is race organizer Brian Dorfeld. Brian, welcome back to the show.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me
welcome.
again.
Yes,
We're
all right.
talking about running, right? So you know Brian's going to be.
Yeah, he's going to be
gonna be on the
here,
show.
and you know, tis the season. It's now time for those races to start ramping up, and people are very excited, especially
We've
the running
got
community.
Sledding on Monday and golf on Saturday.
Yeah, why not? I mean, March in
Only
the
in the
Midwest.
Midwest.
Yeah, right.
We love this weather whiplash, right? All right, so tell us a little bit more about the City Spring Classic Easter 5K and really what makes this event so special, because as we mentioned, it's all for a great cause.
Yeah, absolutely. Every year we talk about how this used to be the Easter egg scramble
Yeah.
back in the East Village, Davenport. 4 years ago, Jesse and I took this over. Still partnering with Empowering Abilities, with Lago Marcinos. We tried to figure out how can we revive this event, and after meeting with downtown Bettendorf and the city of Moline, they're like, hey, let's utilize this new bridge. So
Yeah.
still the same concept, just a different race course.
Yeah, we're seeing some video right now. I believe this is from the race last
Mm-hmm.
year. So there is a 5K.
Yep.
There's also a bunny hop, otherwise known as a couple of kids races, right? You have one kids race, but there's some different distances depending on.
Yeah,
what they're
so
comfy
the
with.
kids races will start right behind the Vibrant Center.
Okay.
They've really done some really cool things to the bike path in that area. So we're gonna utilize a little bit more of that than what you see right there in the screen.
Okay.
So the kids will start right behind the Vibrant Center. So great parking. You can park at the Vibrant Center. You can park at the Bass Street Landing. We've got a quarter-mile kids race and a half-mile kids race.
Okay, so this, as you know, you were kind of alluding to, Kyle, when we started the segment, it feels like more than a race, right? This really feels like a full family event,
Yeah.
a full day with a lot of fun included. So what are some of those other things that we can look forward to?
Well, if you've been to this race before, you definitely tell we have a very great partnership with Empowering Abilities. From the proceeds going there to our shirts being printed there to a lot of our volunteers are coming from there.
Yeah.
It is a very elevated event other than just the Easter concept. But the Easter concept, obviously, the kids are going to get a shirt, they're going to get a chocolate medal. We've got tons of other post-party goodies for all the kids. It's definitely a kid-influenced Easter-style event. All the 5K participants, you guys get the shirt that I have on here.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, it
You're going to
does.
get to go across the 74 Bridge, Pub 1848, QC Fork in the Road. We're going to have great after-party, typical pancakes, free beer for anyone 21 and up. Yeah.
That'll do it for a lot of people right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pancakes and beer.
Yeah.
I can run.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
run 3.1
fill
miles.
yourself up after doing the
Do
run
it before.
there.
Do
Running
it
across
before,
the-
see what happens.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, I don't want. Just thinking about that. Anyway, that kind of threw me off.
Sorry.
But hey, you know, let's talk a little bit more about Empowering Abilities, because they obviously we have a close partnership with them here at the TV station because they come clean our building as well. That organization is really helpful
They're incredible.
for people in
Yeah.
the community.
Yeah, and like I said, we took the race over, and I think the race was about 10 years old when we did, and they were, hey, we want you guys to continue to partner with them. And over the last 4 years, Jesse and I have gotten to know them more and more. We go there for visits, and we just keep seeing that place grow and grow
Yeah.
and grow. We see other local races here. Shout out to KSI St. Patrick's Day. I know they get all their shirts printed from them, so it's really
Yeah.
cool to see people that are doing other events for other organizations lean into Empowering Abilities
Absolutely.
for other sources. So it's just been great to see that place grow as our race grows. So we're glad that we have an impact on there, and I know there's other people in the area that also that help them out, and they help them out. So.
Yeah, just a wonderful group of people
Yeah.
that we love so much.
Absolutely.
I recognized a few faces actually
Yes,
in that
absolutely.
video that we watched. One thing that's really great about this as well is the opportunity to run again over the I-74 bridge. You
Yes.
talked a little bit about the route starting there in Moline. You kind of just do your turnaround, right?
Yeah.
Like after you get off the bridge in Bettendorf?
Yeah, so to make sure the race is kind of thinned out by the time it gets to the bridge, we will start behind the Vibrant Center.
Okay.
The distance between the start line and the finish line is less than a quarter mile. So
Okay.
if you're worried about that, but you get to park at the Vibrant Center, you can park at
Perfect.
the Bass Street Landing, and yeah, you just cross the bridge just barely into Bettendorf, you turn around and you come right back. I would say 2.5 miles of the race is on the bridge.
Well,
Okay.
Brian, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it sounds
appreciate
like a
having
lot
me.
of fun. The City Spring Classic Easter 5K is Saturday, April 4th in Moline. Again, as we mentioned, parking at the Vibrant Arena. There's a kids run starting just after 9 a.m., followed by the 5K at 10 a.m. To register, you'll want to visit the website, thecities.run, and we'll be sure to post this info on our website as
Yes,
well.
we absolutely will. Brian, thanks so much
Yeah,
for being
thanks
here.
again, appreciate it.
Appreciate it. And thank you for watching.
Our next broadcast, live broadcast, is Thursday at 3. We'll see you then.